How long has it been that we actually had something good happen in this anime? Too many anime have way too many good times in comparison to this one. This one very rarely has a very good outcome, but we had one this go around. To Eternity episode 19, man, what a doozy. And yes, the battle, Renril with the Knockers is finally over. Finally. It's crazy. But this has been a ride, a wild ride. And Fushi, after coming back from his orb shape, has learned some new skills and is actually even better than he was before. And now he can make people without even knowing them. Thanks to his new body of bone, who sacrificed himself like a G. He's able to see the spirits, and once he sees them, he's like, hey, you want to come back? High five. Bam, you're back. And just essentially able to remake anyone. And they are immortal now. What he does is he puts their spirit back into their mortal body, which was very interesting. The Bond said that what happens when they die is they're given a choice whether to go to paradise where all their dreams come true or come back to reality as a ghost, spirit, or whatever you want to call it. And so many people did choose to come back to help Fushi. And it's really cool that they actually did. And it seems even the ones that chose paradise or whatever, Fushi's able to still use their body. So a lot of the people, even the ones he doesn't see the spirit of, i.e. like his original body, the boy with the wolf and such, there's no spirit of the boy or the wolf, but he's able to use them. Now, granted, a lot of his bodies that he had before are now being taken over by the Knocker leader, I guess you could say. I mean, I assume it's going to try to be the leader of the Knockers now, that it actually has more like Fushi powers and can transform into different forms. But the fact that it took over Echo and Kuhaku had to fight it, and it went, for a second there, I thought it was over with, but it infested his cheek and now it's literally on his face. Oh my God. Oh, that did not look right. Like, look at this. Does this look normal to you? You know, the fact that Kuhaku is parting with Fushi, even though, and that's the reason why he's like going and crying. I mean, technically he ends up loving Fushi like all of his previous ancestors, but apparently it's not over. From the previews, it looks like there might be something else happening with Kuhaku and his tribe. So I honestly can't put a, what's the expression, finger on Kuhaku here, because the fact is, yes, Kuhaku did help Echo by bringing the Knocker into him instead of it being in Echo. And like he had said to the Knocker, what's the point of being in her where she's gonna, you know, live maybe another 60 years on average, when you just come to me and we could do like we've been doing, going down descendants like we always have, and keeping you alive for even longer. So that just perpetually means that this Knocker has those different versions of Fushi. Fushi's never gonna get back. For now, I guess. In the future, it could possibly happen. So he lost his original body. He lost a lot of, I mean, to be honest, none of them were really powerful, I guess you could say, as far as the people, but they were old memories, old friends. Even the princess. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with Kaku in next week's episode. But for right now, it's a celebration. Fushi has, of all the bodies, Gugu is back. Oh my God. I can't tell you how much it pained me about the whole Gugu story. Like, I can't believe I got attached to that in season 1. I think everyone kind of did, because the way Gugu was and how Gugu sacrificed himself like a G. It was so hard to lose Gugu, and feels such relief. I even said in my reaction that it was essentially like Cowboy Bebop, for those that don't know, that I had to carry that weight of Gugu passing. But now Gugu's back. It's like, oh, relief on my shoulders. I feel so good about it. And yet, the battle's over, and the good guys have won. So essentially, what happens now? Now that everything is good and safe, the Knockers know they don't have the power to essentially kill Fushi at this moment in time. So whatever Knockers are remaining have gone into hiding. They may manifest one day and come back to bite, but Fushi is getting even stronger. And eventually come the time that Fushi can do a lot more to these Knockers and sense them and actually attack them from very long range. So for right now, peace. And next week's episode, it looks like it's going to end up being like peace, where now that Fushi's old friends, March, the bear, Gugu, Tanari, all of them are back. What are they going to do? You are now immortal. Congratulations on your new immortal body. What are you going to do with it? So what can they do? And my biggest question was, can they reproduce? What happens when you have an immortal body and you're able to reproduce as if you had your original body? Do you make immortal offspring? Like, how does that work? And it's never really been asked before, but he just created most of the town again, healed anyone that was damaged or injured before recreating them. So part of the civilization in Rinrul is immortal now. What happens for the future? I hope it answers this next week, because I really am wondering about that. Like, are there side effects? Like, if they are able to reproduce, will they have immortal children, and then these immortal children will have immortal children, and then essentially now we have half the population of this world immortal? How's that working out? So we shall see how it all works out. Definitely, I hope things get better. And yeah, it's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be lovely. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the analysis. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Now, for right now, definitely comment down below what you guys think is gonna happen for the future. And in the meantime, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And as always, be safe and take care. See you guys next week. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.